Welcome back to Geek Station. My name is Jake as always, and in order to properly get into today's game review, I asked my intern to make slime without a recipe. Let's see how he's doing.
I put water and flour in this plastic bag. How do you think I'm doing?
Slime Rancher. I love this game. It's so cute and squishable. We play a silent protagonist, Beatrix LeBeau. She apparently read an economy magazine that said there was big money in slime farming, so she's headed to space. In this farming game, we run around vacuuming up slimes with our vac pack, stuff them in a cell, and wait for them to poop. Then we sell their poop, and if we don't get any poop, this happens. I told you, Theodore, if there wasn't poop by Sunday, something bad was gonna happen. But slimes don't poop their plorts for free. They require adequate nutrients, so we must explore the vast open world for fruits, veggies, and vile birds. As you explore the world, you're gonna find so many beautiful locations in this game. The dry reef, the moss blanket, the indigo quarry, and so many more amazing places. And each area has a custom soundtrack that only plays in that area. And each soundtrack is so pretty. Just makes you want to sit and vibe with your slimy boys all day. That sounds disgusting. When you start the game, you're only going to have one area to explore, but you unlock more areas through what I like to call endless gluttony. There are these big boy slimes all over the map that will pop into treasure when you feed them enough of the food that they like. Looks like a pretty enjoyable experience being, endlessly fed the food that you like until they explode. And sometimes when they explode, you get a nice key to unlock a new place. And each area has new food to farm and slimes to endanger. Take, for example, the first location. There are 4 slimes: pink, rock, tabby, and phosphor. Move on to the next location, though, and you unlock even more. You still encounter some of the pink and some of the tabby, but you also find honey, puddle, and boom slimes. A very apt name. He looks so dazed. As I've mentioned, each area has its own flora and fauna, which you happily strip from its home and take back for exploitation. So, after a long day of exploring, you can bring back your spoils to the ranch, and plants are planted, chickens are cooped, and slimes are jailed. As I've stated, the main money-making mechanic in Slime Rancher is feeding your slimes food to get their plorts, and then selling those plorts at the plort market for good, cold, hard cash. But there's another mechanic in this game that diversifies the amount of slimes you can have and gives you more plorts. Basically, you can feed a different type of plort to a small slime, turning it into a largo. Then, feeding the largo a type of food that it likes will give you a plort from each type of slime that makes up that largo. And if you feed the largo one of its corresponding favorite foods, you'll get 2 plorts from each type of slime that makes up the largo, effectively quadrupling the amount of plorts you get from one small slime. Just don't feed a largo another plort of a different type then, because then you'll have to face the tar monster. Nope, wait, that was my last video. You have to face the tar, T-A-R-R. An evil monster slime with a strange weakness for water. Well, now that we're essentially the Jeff Bezos of slime crap collecting, what do we do with all this money that we have? Well, I'm glad you asked, and wouldn't you know it, there are so many options here too. Let's take the first example. You need to upgrade the things on your farm, that being your coops, your corrals, and your actual farms for plants. You can upgrade them with various things such as a plort collector for your slimes, or an auto feeder for your slimes, or better growing for both your chickens and your plants. Get enough money and you can buy actual expansions to your ranch. These areas sort of look like the other areas you've explored outside the ranch, so you can put your slimes in a home that looks a little bit like where they're actually from. These are a lot more expensive, but give you several areas to put whatever you want, such as more corrals, coops, or farms. You can even build silos to store all your items, or incinerators for fun, or ponds to put your puddle slimes. There's a lot of options here. You can upgrade your vac pack to allow you to fly more, or carry more, or shoot water, or you can even just buy cute slime toys. You can even dive into the mysteries of slime science. Use your plorts and other ingredients that you've collected throughout the world to make useful gadgets for you. Maybe toss some money to the faceless 7Z Corporation, allowing you to get some cool aesthetics for your range. Not sure what you want to do on a given day? Check the range exchange, where less than reputable sources can give you quests, and it's not scary at all.
And that's Slime Rancher. If I didn't make this increasingly evident throughout the video, this game is one of my all-time favorites. I love the cute atmosphere, all of the beautiful scenery, the amazing soundtrack that I literally actively listen to on Spotify. I love farming games, and this fits right in that, layer of good farming games along with Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon to me, but it's completely different. There's crops, yeah, but instead of, normal looking animals, you've got slimes, and you kind of get a lot more out of this game trying to hack the game and make the most money you can. You want to collect and get all the achievements and get everything, but you get to figure out your own path of how you're going to make the most money possible. I like to use honey slimes, someone else might like to use, boom slimes. I don't really like to use chickens because I find them a pain, but some people might focus mainly on the meat. I don't know. It's completely up to you, the player, how you want to play this game. And, there's, for a completionist or someone who likes to collect everything, there's achievements, there's all the treasure pods, there's all the toys, and the slime science allows you to kind of manipulate the game a little more than just the base game. When that slime science update came out, it added a good amount to the game, and I still haven't even explored as much as I would like to. So if you enjoy Slime Rancher, I highly recommend picking it up on Steam. It's probably on sale on the Steam sales when, those exist, which is like 25% of the year. And it also came out on PS4. When I finally get around to that, I'm going to buy it on PS4 and see how different it is, but highly recommend it. Now, this next part is something I'm going to try and do and see if it works. So I've reviewed 4 games on this channel. My first 2 videos, and those were not as good, but they still exist on this channel. And then the Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed one, and this one. So I've reviewed Majora's Mask was first, then Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who for the DS, and then these 2 videos. Now, where do I rank them in the total rankings of how much I like them? The top game out of all of them is definitely Slime Rancher. This one is at the top, followed by Majora's Mask, Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who, and then Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. So this is currently, out of the 4 reviews I've done, my favorite game. We'll see if that changes when I do some more reviews. So if you have enjoyed, please leave me a comment down below about some more games that I should take a look at, and I will try. I love games of all kinds. I'd never mind getting more, and I think the next review is going to be coming down the pike soon, so get really excited for that, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, then it would mean a lot to me if you were to subscribe and check out some of my other videos below. If you have any suggestions for other games I should talk about, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will do my best to try and review them. Thanks again!